Good morning, Dobro utro from Boulder, Colorado on 9th of May 2019. Boulder had to bring us a surprising weather on 9th of May. It's fucking snowing and I hope my flight doesn't get cancelled. So I'm first flying with United to Cancun and then have a connection and change to LATAM Airlines and then get to Lima, the capital of Peru. So let's get to the airport.
Welcome. We're excited to have you aboard, and we appreciate your attention as we demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. FAA regulations require you to follow the instructions of our crew members and comply with posted and lighted signs.
Make sure you've switched all smartphones, tablets, and e-readers to airplane mode. For taxi, takeoff, and landing, large electronic devices must be turned off and stowed. For international destinations, your flight attendants will advise you if it's necessary to turn off and stow your device.
We'll be taking off soon. Please review the safety card located near your seat. Stow your tray table, carry-on items, headrest, and footrest. Make sure your seat back is upright and your seatbelt is securely fastened. Please place your personal item under the seat in front of you. At United, we're connecting people, uniting the world and doing it safely. From all of us, thank you and enjoy your flight.
Finally in Cancun, Mexico, so right now I'm waiting for my flight to Lima. It might have been better, but my flight from Denver got delayed by half an hour, so I get to Cancun hoping that's going to be a fast process. And what happens is there's a huge line, probably will take me like 1 hour to stay and wait there. So what I do, I approach some guy, like information dude, and I tell him this whole situation. He brings me to the front of the line. I quickly go through, pick up my bag, and exactly this moment the luggage belt stops, so it was perfect timing. And then I ran outside and realized that Terminal 2, where I'm flying, from which I'm flying to Cancun, from which I'm flying to Lima, is basically a different terminal, which sucks because I didn't know how to get there. So some dude in the street's like, yeah, pay me $30 and you'll get to different terminals. Like, whatever, I want to catch my flight. So that's what I did. Some just swearing in Spanish, some weird cab approaches. I put all my shit there, we go to Terminal 2, get to Terminal 2, run to the LATAM desk, and they're telling me, oh, everything's fine, you still have time. I was like, why the fuck did they even run?
Please board immediately at gate number 87.
Yeah, the boarding still hasn't started. And then what happens next is I go through security, I go to the gate, and it changes so to find a new gate. But yeah, I think that's the end. Almost on my flight, and then it's going to be just relax and chill in Peru for almost 2 weeks. Today is the 10th of May, we are in Lima, Peru, and our plan for today is to visit the amazing city which is behind me. So yesterday I had to pay the drone import tax, which was $114, and they do this so you don't sell the drone in Peru. So once I fly out of the country I'll get this money back. Yeah. Right, good afternoon. Today's the 11th of May. We're in Cuzco Airport, departing on Diana airplane here. Cessna Grand Caravan 20-seat one. We're gonna visit the Nazca Lines, and it's gonna be an amazing experience. So let's get to this. Flying back from the Nazca Lines back to the airport, it's a 100% confidence this was the best flying experience I've ever had. We did a couple of bank turns, experienced some views, and our co-pilot was cheering us and showing us the way to the Nazca Lines. And I just want to thank the Airlines for making this the best experience ever. Hi everyone, we're finally in Cuzco, Peru. Can you imagine that? Yesterday we were flying above the Nazca Lines, and both me and my dad were sitting at the back seat of the plane, and after we landed I talked to the pilot and he said that we experienced around 3 G-force while everyone else in the cockpit experienced 1 to 2 G-force. It was actually fun because the second pilot was cheering us up and showing us the amazing Nazca Lines, and he also allowed me to take a picture in the pilot seat after we landed. So after that, we got back to the hotel, spent some time walking around the city, woke up early today on 12th of May, took a domestic LATAM flight to Cuzco, and while we're flying we had a lot of turbulence, so the pilot had to do 2 attempts before he finally landed the plane. The plane was half empty, so I could sit by the window and take amazing photos, which guys you probably already saw, and it's actually an amazing place to be in because all the city buildings are very old and they're beautiful, and we're going to be walking around the city for the next 2 days, and after 2 days we're going to the Machu Picchu mountain, and we're taking the best train ever because there's literally like glass windows everywhere in the train, so you can take amazing shots and get the best shots you could possibly do. finally Machu Picchu Pueblo. This town is situated at the bottom of the Machu Picchu mountain, which we're gonna climb tomorrow. We took a Peru train from Cuzco to Machu Picchu, which took us around 4 hours. And we could see the best views out the window. And all the staff were very welcoming and offered us a pisco cocktail, which is a local cocktail which we still have yet to try. There's the best view out of the window, even though it's raining hard outside. As a note for future travelers of Peru Rail train, they implemented a 5 kilogram carry-on limit, which you don't really have to follow because they have enough storage at the back of each carriage. So don't really follow that and take as much luggage as you want, but still try and stay within the limit of the normal carrying bag you can take on board of the aircraft. So this is our hotel room in Casa Andina Hotel in Machu Picchu Pueblo. As you can see, we have 2 beds, beautiful drawings on the walls. We have nice Samsung TV, desk, nice closet with a safe box, and a bathroom over here. So this is the room. So currently staying in the Casa Andina Hotel in Machu Picchu Pueblo. Our plan is to visit Machu Picchu ruins tomorrow, take the train back to Cuzco, and the day after that we're taking the ATV tour around the Cuzco area to visit Moray, Maris, and Sal Plat in the Sacred Valley of Cuzco.
So currently at Morai, this is where the Incas were testing to grow different types of fruits and vegetables. So in this place, they grew more than 130 different types of vegetables. As you could have guessed from you behind me, we're finally in the lake Titicaca, which is situated at 3,827 meters above the sea level and is close to the city of Puno on the south of Peru. Since last time we spoke, we visited the Machu Picchu mountain and could see the picturesque views of the valley as well as the structures that were left from the Inca Empire. Then we did the ATV tour around the Cuzco area to visit the Marais, Maris and the Salt Flat. Out of all of those places, I love the Salt Flat the most because there are more than 5,000 lakes and they're all filled with the salty water from the mountain. Then the valve is closed and the people are waiting until the water evaporates, and then they collect the salt, which is then sold in Peru and exported to other countries. We then caught our flight to Juliaca. Actually, we missed our first flight because it was my fault since we arrived to the airport too late. So we got to Juliaca 2 hours late, took the taxi to Puno, and then took the boat to the floating island where we actually are right now. So today we did the tour around the local community and learned how the islands are actually built. So tomorrow we're heading out to Lima, where we have a connection, and we're heading out to Tumbes to enjoy our 4-day vacation on the Paradise Beach at Royal Decameron, Punta Sal. So in our Titicaca lodge we're staying right now, there's no Wi-Fi, there's solar panels right here, that's the only means of power. Hot water is here, and you only get hot water around 4 p.m, so no hot water at 7 a.m. unless you really want to get a cold shower. So let's get a tour of our house. This is my dad. Hi, Dad.
Hi.
So this is the battery which we get to charge all our devices. This is it. So you can see this LED doesn't blink because there's no sun anymore. This blinks orange, which means it's now dissipating power. And this is the only means of power here. So this is the bed where I'm sleeping. My dad has the same bed. So let me talk to you briefly about the climate here in May. It gets to 15 Celsius in the afternoon and you can get sunburned. And at night it gets -1 Celsius, so you can literally freeze to death. So let me show you how many layers we have in the bed. Let me move the pillows. So, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5, and this kind of layer 6. And we'll also get hot water bottle here, which I'm gonna show you later. And this all keeps us warm at night. And we also have beautiful art on the walls, as you can see here. Right there. That's the one I bought, but in different colors. This one, and also this one right here. So this is the houses we're staying in. There's house 1, house 2, house 3 is where we are staying right now, house 4, house 5, and this is the full moon here. So I have hammocks here, very useful for sunny weather. This is the tower, so if someone in Ur's community have an issue, the other people climb the tower and see where the issue is, and they all come and help. For example, if there's a fire, they can all help and distinguish the fire. Or if anyone needs help, again, use the tower and you can always spot the issue. So this is a pier where you can join a sun bath. You can also have a cup of coffee or a bottle of Cuzco, which is local beer. This is Puno right here, and this is the view at night. So quiet and so beautiful.
So this is it. I drove the camera and put a South Hotel, which is situated at the Paradise Beach, which is the best beach you can go in Peru. That's why we're here. So we've been chilling for the past 4 days by the pool and by the ocean, enjoying our free time since we've been traveling for the past 1 week and a half around the whole Peru. So we're gonna head out to massage now, so we'll see you on the road tomorrow. And tomorrow we're actually heading out to Tumbes to fly to Lima and then to Madrid and then to Moscow. So the trip is almost over, but it's been absolutely amazing visiting this amazing country, and I'm looking forward to coming back here again. So finally in Madrid, one step closer to Moscow, only 5 hours by plane. We're actually gonna leave tonight at 11 p.m. to Moscow and arrive on Sunday at 5 a.m. which is tomorrow. So let me keep you on the same page what happened to us since we left Raul the camera and put in a cell in Peru. So we booked a taxi at 10 a.m. on Friday to leave Raul the camera and put in a cell and go to Tumbes airport. So at 9:45 the security guard approaches us and tells in Spanish that the taxi hasn't arrived. We're getting slowly stressed about it because there's no way to get out of the hotel except for paying $70 per person for the transfer that the hotel offers, which is utterly stupid and no one would do it except for people who don't really care. So we are trying to call a taxi. We contacted the person at the desk and asked them to call the taxi company and ask where the taxi person is. So he calls them and tells that, oh yeah, he's on the way, so at least this was solved. Then we drove to the airport, and there was no issues whatsoever because the airport is very small. There's only 2 gates. There was like 3 cars that they used to transport cash by the airport. There's like 2 police cars, so there's like huge police operation going on. I don't know. There's like people walking around the airport with guns, and I didn't really know what was going on, but it was like interesting to watch the whole process, and I didn't really want to film a lot because I didn't want to intervene in this whole operation if it was there. So we arrived to Lima airport 4.5 hours ahead of schedule. No, sorry, not 4.5 hours before next flight leaves. And we waited for 1 hour before the check-in opened. I go to the Iberia desk with the airline we're flying to Madrid, and this lady tells us we need a return ticket. The first time they ever asked me to get a return ticket from Spain. I was like, excuse me, I have a visa, open-ended, why should I present a ticket? So she was kind of stupid about this whole shit. So I had to step back, checking for our airport flight, which is today at 11 p.m, show her the ticket, and then she's typing this ticket number in. She tells, oh wow, it doesn't work. I was like, excuse me, what the fuck? So she is slowly also getting pissed off because it doesn't work. So she approached her manager. She's like, oh yeah, it's totally fine. So because of her wasted half an hour of time in the airport, which totally pissed me off because I wanted to chill, not to worry about this whole ticket situation. Then I had to get the drone customs money back because I paid $144 to import the drone to Peru. So approached the desk. I had to go through the whole security process together because the customs area is in the international baggage arrivals area. So what I had to do, I had to first check my documents with the person sitting by the doors. Then they had to, let me change my hands. So then I had to go through the security lady, which checked me with a metal detector whether I was bringing any guns. So I was like, whatever, fine. Then I go to this lady at the customs, so she says, oh wow, okay, so there's a drone, it's fine, but we need to get a signature from the airline so you actually checked in. I was like,
fine, whatever, because so this is customs desk, and Iberia desk was literally at the opposite side of the airport, so I had to walk with a certain lady, so she sees me all the time, so don't run away. To go to the Iberia desk, so they get the signature, we'll walk back, I do the whole process again, checking the documents, going through the metal detector, show me all my carry-on bags, and then they give the money, and then the lady says, oh yeah, I also have to escort you to the departure gate. I was like, excuse me? She's like, yeah, I mean, so you don't sell the drone to anyone? I was like, okay, so she was bringing me to the departure gate. I was like, okay, maybe I can like find a way to go to duty free or something because I want to buy souvenirs for my family. And then she brings me to the passport control area and says, okay, I am gonna leave you here. I was like, okay. And then she leaves, so I actually had a thought for a second that maybe I could run away and going back to my dad and we could go back, but then I thought, okay, I don't want to get into any more trouble, especially after this Iberia lady. So we go through the passport control, we go through security, everything's fine, we go to duty free to buy some souvenirs for my family and friends, and then we go to the check-in, and guess what? It was the same exact lady that caused us problems at the check-in. She actually was the one who was checking our tickets at the boarding. I was like, out of 5 agents who were checking us in, what is the coincidence it's gonna be her? I don't know, that's my fortune. So we arrived to Madrid today early in the morning, actually a bit late because our flight left late because of the amount of carry-on people were carrying. So we're gonna walk around Madrid. I was supposed to see my friend Alex Buki, who fucking left to France. So Alex, I will see you in Boulder in August, but still, we're gonna have a lot of fun time in Madrid and we're gonna leave to Moscow tonight. So yeah, the trip is almost over, but still have some time to look at Madrid because I haven't been here since 2 years ago. I had a connection, but the last time I've been to Madrid was, I think like 8 years ago, it's a long time. So this is the footage. So this is it. Today's the 26th of May, 6:15 a.m. We're finally in Moscow Sheremetyevo Airport after a whopping 1 day and 10 hours of travel. Can you imagine that? So in the last flight from Madrid to Moscow, I didn't really sleep because I slept on the flight from Lima to Madrid. So I'm probably gonna catch up some sleep later on today when I feel like it. So it's been absolutely fun traveling around Peru, meeting new people, and I'm looking forward to having more of those trips in the future. I hope you like this video and thanks for sticking out. See you later.